Good morning, traders. Welcome to this week's Elliott Wave Cryptocurrency Market Analysis webinar. I hope you all had a wonderful week. It's been a great week. All the setups that we forecasted in the last couple of weeks have played out or are playing out. We're going to be looking at the trade recaps on that. Check out our channel here for the contact details. So you can go to any of my videos under the description. You'll find the contact details. Look out for our new social media platforms. That is our Twitter platform. You can follow us on Twitter. Like our page on Facebook, it's all down on the description. You can join our free Telegram channel where we post links to this live webinar. So if you'd like to attend the live webinar, you'll find the link on that Telegram channel. You'll also find the link on our website. That is the Elliott Wave Principle.com. Elliott Wave Principle.com. To get it right, just click on the link on the description. It will take you straight into it. So here you'll find out more information about our services. You'll also find information about our next course, which is going to be on the 3rd of August. Starts from the 3rd of August. It's a 10-day course from the 3rd to the 13th of August. For more information on that, you can come and check it out on the website. So it's a 10-day course, runs from 1800 GMT to 2230 GMT, Mondays to Friday. The recorded version is available when you make a purchase on the website. You can get it immediately. Right, so let's start. We're going to start with Bitcoin. Let's go straight into trade recaps. Look at how we analyzed the market last week and how we traded it. So there's a difference between forecasting and trading. So now let's have a look at Bitcoin first and look at how that played out. So Bitcoin for the last couple of weeks, if you check out the last couple of videos, you'll see that we have been calling for these to make a move lower since we have been making a move to the upside here. So Bitcoin has now made this move to the downside. Why were we looking for that? We're looking for this as a three-wave move. We've made a bit of an adjustment there. That's a three-wave move. That is a three-wave move to the upside. Now this is another three-wave move to the downside. This is why we were looking for Bitcoin to come to the downside, simply looking for this WXY corrective structure. Now, if this is a corrective structure, that means we are not forecasting reversal on Bitcoin. We're saying that this is a pullback. After the pullback, we should resume higher. Yes, this may be an expanded flat, may drop even lower, but we'll be monitoring that. Our indicator tells us when to exit, when to enter the trade. So this is what we have, and we'll be looking for this. Now, you will see that almost 100% of all the cryptocurrencies that we forecasted have played out as predicted. Now, this is Bitcoin. This is how it played out. If we look, remember last week we were around this level. Last week I said it's going to push higher and it's going to drop. Now, after that, this is what we got. This is the latest setup on Wednesday last week. It made this corrective structure after pushing higher. Some waivers, some Elliott Wave traders were thinking that this is going to make a move to the upside. But we have got an indicator. We don't do an alternative. We only have one bias because the indicator can never be wrong. Your Elliott Wave count may be wrong, but your indicator will never be wrong unless you don't know how to read it. Now, this is what we have here. This was the latest one on Wednesday. This was a new entry. Remember, the first entry was here, and we're looking for this one to be another entry. And this is how Bitcoin is now playing out around. It's around 9,000 area. We're dropping here. It's not dropping quite impassively, but around here we should expect continuation to the downside. Now that is Bitcoin. And next one here, let's go to Ripple. We looked at Ripple last week, or rather, let me just look at Bitcoin and where it is now. So this is where we are on Bitcoin. And this is where the forecast is. We are forecasting. We're looking for this move, and then we're going to be looking for continuation to the upside. Let's go back to Slack and look at the rest. We had a very nice trade setup on Ripple. Let's have a look at Ripple. Now this is a Ripple. Ripple was one of the greatest trades that we took in the last couple of weeks, in the last couple of days. So this was on the 9th of June. We've been forecasting this down move on Ripple for the last 3 weeks, and this is how it has played out. While we were looking for that, we're simply looking for this three-wave structure, and that is how it is now playing out. Last week we were around this level. We were making this move to the upside. I made an update showing that this is going to push to the upside and we're going to drop. Now we are just a few pips. We are just a few points from target. We'll be looking for this one to reach target and complete that three-wave structure. That is Ripple. We've already looked at Bitcoin, and let's look at the rest of the structures here. I think that's all. We can go to the website and look at the rest of the cryptocurrencies. Let's look at the cryptocurrencies. This is what you get when, if you remember, you get all 4 time frame analysis on all the listed cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to go through Bitcoin and Ripple again so you can just see what it was here. So this was the latest one. This was the latest update on Bitcoin. This is why we're breaking lower. That is on the 1 hour. We've got all time frames, so you can also look at the 4 hour to see the bigger picture and where we're going and why we're tracking that. So that was the update on Bitcoin on Wednesday. Now we've got also Litecoin. This is on the 1 hour. That was the latest one on Wednesday. You can see they were all doing the same thing. This actually played out as a triangle, and it breaks lower on Litecoin as well. As you can see, basically all the cryptocurrencies against the US dollars, we're breaking lower, and we have managed to catch all those moves. So that was Litecoin. Let's go to Litecoin, the live chart here, the current chart. Let's have a look. This is how it played out. You can see the triangle there. On your green X, that is why you see Litecoin dropping as forecasted. Now, what is the next move? We just want continuation to the downside. This one is making a flat, just one more down, and we'll be making this flat correction. Is that the overall move that we're looking for? We will just make a decision when we get to that level. This is a simple 3-wave structure in the red degree WXY. 3 waves down here, as you can see. Let me do that with a different color. Simple 3 waves down here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and another 1, 2, 3. That's all we are looking for here. You can see here we went up in 5 waves, 11 swing sequence, WXYXZ, that's WX, and then we're looking for this one to push higher. For now, we're not worried about this move. We're just looking for continuation to the downside until we see signs of reversal. This is still continuing to the downside. That is Litecoin. Ripple, I've already shown you how we looked at Ripple. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum, we're simply looking at this running flat here. This was the move to the upside, and we see the 3-wave move here. You can see the 3-wave pullback here. Let me show it with a different color. We have got this one here as, let's use the yellow here. So that is 3 waves down in W red, 3 waves up in X red, and 3 waves down in red Y. That is simply what we're looking for here. As you can see, this is 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and 3 up. We focused on this move to the upside. We wanted it to take and come back down. Now we're coming down with 1, 2, and we're looking for 3. Simple as that. That is what we're looking at. If we combine the indicator with structure, it becomes easy, and you don't lose a trade. You're always going to be on the right side of the market, regardless of what you look at. Now, this is what we're going to be looking at. Continuation to the downside to make either a running or an expanding flat. Either one should be okay, and you can take it to the downside. So those are the cryptocurrencies. Let me just see what it looks like on the side. This is Ethereum. I didn't show you what the setup looked like. You can see it is exactly the same for all the cryptocurrencies in the last week. All right, so let's run through the rest of some of those that are not listed on our website, but we do analysis on them during our live trading sessions daily from Mondays to Friday. So we've got this one. We saw this corrective structure here on Bitcoin Cash, and we forecasted a move to the downside. If you check out the previous videos, we're simply looking for downside. So here it corrects again, gives another entry, looking for one more down. Is it going to give us one more down and start making a reversal to the upside? We'll be monitoring that. That is Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Satoshi version, similar, except here I was expecting a bit of a bounce, similar bounce to what we saw on Bitcoin and Ripple. So this bounce did not happen, it just went straight, but gave an entry here for downside on Wednesday, last Wednesday. So that is how this one broke to the downside. That is a Bitcoin. Zcash, simple. The theme is bearish for the cryptocurrencies. Let me just show this here. It's bearish for the cryptocurrencies. Has made the last bit of a move here to the upside. Let's show the structure. Look at the yellow. 1, 2, 3. Simple 3-wave structure. And internally, we have got a simple 3-wave structure. The sequence here and the cycle was very clear. So it's 3 up in purple, 3 back in purple, 3 up in red, completing the structure. So we should see Zcash making another 3 waves to the downside. So this is what we're going to be looking at on Zcash. All right, so let's have a look at the rest. So look out for continuation patterns to the downside. We have come down here with a three-wave move. It's a three-wave move. We can get another three-wave move before continuing to the downside. But the theme is downside for the cryptocurrencies. Monero, simple. We saw the wedge here 2 weeks back, but that wedge was simply a corrective structure. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangle, and now we're coming down with 1, 2, 3. So let's see how Monero reacts when it gets to that level. Let me switch off here so you can see only the structure. We made a move here to the upside. This move looks impulsive. Correction, I'm gonna make a move down here and push higher. This can even be an expanding flat and push slightly lower before going to the upside. That's what they do. That's how they move the market. Tron is an interesting one. Still has a very nice setup, even though this may go sideways a bit. We saw the three-way move here. Now we are looking at this as a pulsing move to the downside. Now this is a corrective structure. This corrective structure looks incomplete. Look at it. This is a pulsing move. We could be looking at this one to make a move to the upside. We've already started the move to the upside. You just don't see this impulse because it looks like a spike. So we'll be looking for this and continuation to the downside in the pink degree. That is what we're still expecting there on Monero. So still expecting downside there. Dash, let's look at Dash. Dash is similar to Litecoin and Ethereum. We've got a 1, 2, 3 wave structure after a pulsing move. So it's basically an A, B, C structure here. We'll be looking for a C to the upside. For now, we're looking for this as a 3-wave pullback. Look at this simple. It's textbook stuff really, and the cryptocurrencies don't have a lot of data, so the analysis becomes very easy. 1, 2, 3 there. So this is WXY corrective structure, and we're looking for this one to continue. One more down, then we're going to start looking for upside. We can see this is already almost at the 50% of the initial leg. So continuation to the downside for now. Let's see how that plays out. This is where we were on Wednesday. We had this pulsing moves to the downside. That is Dash. All right, USD Tether, you won't really see much of a difference there, but the spikes, just spikes that don't really mean anything. This is a cryptocurrency that is backed by the United States dollar, Omisego. Right, Omisego, look at a simple structure like this. This is a corrective structure. We're looking for this one to come down, correction here, continuation to the downside like this. Is this gonna go all the way? It may be extended before making a reversal. So Omisego also continues into the downside. That is Golem. If you remember, if you've been watching or tracking the Crypto Corner webinars, you remember that Golem was around here. We were expecting a move to the upside and move to the downside. Now, to continue lower here, we need to get a bit of a pullback and make a 3-wave move at least back to the 50% of the whole move, 50% of this move. That is Golem. Binance, we're looking for this one to continue lower. We saw this 3-wave pullback here, and we'll be looking for this to continue to the downside. Okay, continuation to the downside. Below this, it's going to go much further. Look out for pullbacks on Binance as well. So you can see it's all weakness on the cryptocurrencies. And lastly, let's look at Link versus the United States dollar. We are looking for this as a 3-wave pullback. This could come back down here, and the structure here may be this one here. It doesn't look like a complete structure looking at how big this move is, so we may be sideways for some time here on Link as well. But for now, short-term move is to the downside pullback. Look for downside, and the theme is downside for all the cryptocurrencies. All right, guys, have a great week. Trade responsibly. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.